Howdy guys, welcome to Keeping It Frank. So 17 months carnivore, started at 345 pounds. I am now down to 235. I did dip all the way down into 225. About 6 weeks ago, I started to consistently go to the gym. Consistent for me is at least 4 times a week. And as a result, I instantly gained 10 pounds and it's just kind of stuck. Uh, I expected that because throughout my carnivore journey, I realized anytime that I did go to the gym and I try to make it consistent, I would tend to gain weight during that time. And for the last 2 to 3 months before I started to actually go consistently this year, I hadn't really gone at all, and I actually was able to break the wall to dip down into the 220s. Of course, that came back the second I went back to the gym. Uh, it feels like I haven't made a recording for a really long time, and yes, I know it's a horrible joke, but it was technically I haven't made a video since last year, but it feels like I haven't made a video for a couple months. Um, I know I always say I want to make more videos. Will happen eventually. I just uh, I just still can't manage to make the time. And I actually got a girlfriend. She moved in with me about 4 or 5 months ago, and we don't get to spend a lot of time together. So generally at night, that's the only chance we get. So it's kind of pushed this off to the back burner more and more. Tonight she went to sleep, so I'm able to make this recording. And she's actually a carnivore too, so I'd like to actually get her up here at some point when she's brave enough to do it. She was vegan for years and she had a lot of health problems, but she's been carnivore for just about as long as I have, which was interesting. Now, because of her, when I was doing carnivore, I wasn't very adventurous. I basically ate steaks, sometimes shrimp, but steaks, ground beef, eggs, and bacon. That's really all I was eating. She's way more adventurous and she has a bigger library of foods that she makes. Very delicious. I kind of wonder if they hinder me a little bit. They don't necessarily step out of bounds of carnivore, but I always feel like the more simplistic, the better. But also at the same time, I plan on living the rest of my life this way, so I don't want to just kind of stay with the same basic stuff all the time. So I do kind of look forward to these types of things, but I feel like if I want to push weight loss again, that I would just kind of go back to the basics like I was. Uh, that being said, like I said, I have been going to the gym. This year, I'm going to focus on trying to see how much muscle I can gain. Uh, During my whole experience of losing this weight, I'd say after about 6 months, I started to look. You can see my definition pretty well, and people assumed that I worked out all the time, and I really didn't. Uh, but now that I can see my muscle and my definition, my overall structure, I'm really curious what dedication to the gym would look like in a year. So this year, that'll be my focus. I mean, obviously carnivore still, but I really want to push myself in the gym. And so I started off pretty strong this year. I actually started at the end of December, and I've been going every day. My definition popped right back. I've gained strength, which was nice. And starting to focus doing my legs and stuff like that because when I was a really big guy, I had massive legs, and they're not quite as big anymore, which was interesting because I always just thought they were all muscle. Maybe they weren't. Maybe I mean I did have edema. I had a lot of swelling in my legs, but I just assumed they were muscle, and then I lost the weight, and they just weren't that big. But I maintained the muscle everywhere else, so Maybe I just wasn't as strong in my legs as I originally thought I was, or maybe I did lose a little bit of muscle. I don't know. I just know I didn't lose it anywhere else, or if I did, I was a beast underneath all this. Um, I I I started a TikTok called Keeping It Frank, and I do a lot of posts up there just daily, mostly around my workouts and stuff like that to help keep people motivated. It's easy for me to do those because I can just record myself real quick and throw it out. Like on this, I'm doing it in the middle of the night now because I don't have a lot of time. But if any of you want to follow me on there, I just do little stupid stuff here and there and just kind of give updates on going to the gym or carnivore or my experiences that I've had throughout the week with that. Um, as it sits, this part of what I'm doing will get more dedication. Definitely in the near future. I do have a lot of people that had followed me, like I said before, that I want to get some stories out of, including my girlfriend, for the people that have been vegan or women in general. I think women really struggle uh, with carnivore a lot more than men. Because their mindsets are just they're a little bit different. Well, they're a lot different than men's. Um, and men tend to see, as far as physical changes, it seems like they see more changes more upfront than women. But then again, often men are so much bigger than women when they're trying to do this. I mean, a lot of the women I see that are doing this, they might be overweight, but they're not like 120 pounds overweight. Some of them are, and and I think that they will have bigger results up front than anyone else. But uh, yeah, I see a lot of women just kind of like, I've been at it only for a month or 3 weeks, a month, and I've only lost 6 pounds, and I don't know how to explain it. Like, yeah, I know I've lost over 120 pounds. That that I've been doing this for 17 months. Now, majority of that was in my first 8 months, but that's what it was. It was like anywhere from 5 to 10, 12, but often just like 5 pounds, 4 pounds a month. It wasn't like 30 pounds a month or anything like that. I just was able to gradually keep going because I didn't have to restrict myself on calories, and my nature is to eat heavily, and I still do that today. So the fact that I was able to basically cheat, I mean, I felt like eating bacon and eggs it wasn't a diet. I was being rebellious and cheating, but because I didn't have to count the calories and I could eat till I was full, it was easy for me to do. I won't. I mean, obviously the carbs and the sugars and stuff, that was a hill that I had to get on top of and go over. But once I cleared that, it was pretty much all downhill at that point, and it became a way of life. So that's definitely for anyone that's they consider carnivore, but it sounds too strict. Because it's so strict, you will, if you dedicate yourself to it, you will get over the sugar addiction and the carb addiction. And because you're not introducing that back into your system like you are with keto or other diets that are similar, um, because you're not doing that, you will get over those addictions, and then it becomes super easy. You don't have to sit here and maintain anything. You don't have to count calories. You don't have to count anything. You don't have to count your protein. You don't have to count your fats. You can feel it. If you're not getting enough fats, you feel it. If you're not getting enough sodium, you feel it. This is just it's the easiest way to live and be as healthy as you possibly can. Um, that's it, guys. I I hope to get some of these other people on board with bringing them up here and stuff like that. And sorry, it's been. I mean, I do these videos once a month, but I don't know. Did it feel like a long time for you guys, or maybe it's just me? I don't know. Well, this is a long month though, something like that. As far as my health and everything, I haven't had any flare-ups of anything. I've gotten over so much stuff, and luckily I wrote all that stuff down when I had started, because it is easy to forget, especially I've been doing this for over a year. I forget that I had these problems, a lot of them, diabetes and inflammation and edema, bleeding gums, and I lost feeling in my toes, sleep apnea, the CPAP machine, like the list went on. And it's crazy to me, just saying it out loud, that I don't have to deal with that stuff at all anymore. And I talk to people day to day, and it's weird because in my mind, I don't necessarily feel like I feel like it's obvious that I was a big guy, and I don't even feel like I'm a small guy. I still have that mindset of being a big guy. So when I tell people, like, yeah, I used to be 345 pounds, this is what I did, it, it shocks them, it blows their mind. And to me, I don't fully understand at the moment, because I'm like, yeah, I was big. And they have a hard time accepting that I was that big. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. I'll show them pictures, and I've been able to get a lot of people on board, and a lot of people stick to it, and that's been amazing. Because honestly, for a while, I'd have people that would, in my day to day life, they knew me, they see the changes and stuff like that, and they'd give it a shot for a week or two. But I've got people that are that I know that have been, hey, I'm 45 days strong. This is the easiest thing I've ever done. It's working. I've lost weight. I can sleep so much better. I'm having vivid dreams, and feels good. I'm like, yes, yes. Thank God you're sticking to it. And man, that's all I suggest to anyone out there. When you do carnivore too, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, just give it a try for a month." That's not enough. You really and truly at least 3 months, and I say at least 3 months. If you get 3 months under your belt, you're done. Like, you're carnivore. I feel like the odds of you slipping off at that point are pretty slim, because especially if you're as out of shape as I was, and also had all the health problems that I had. When you get over those like that, whenever you're 3 months in and you resolve like probably 70% of your health problems, plus you're starting to look pretty damn good, and you got over those addictions, and if you educated yourself enough to understand why you should stay away from these things, as far as carbs and the sugars and stuff like that, and if you're honest with yourself in a sense that that, well, I don't have the addiction anymore, so therefore this is easy, but it wasn't easy at first because I did. I think a majority of the people won't see any reason why they need to turn back. Uh, that's it, guys. If you haven't started carnivore yet, I beg you, for your sanity, for your health, for your overall mentality, to do it, and really dedicate yourself to it, because you will have amazing results, and there's nothing else out there that can replace that. I was seeing this thing today. It said that, you know, you can have 1,000 problems, and then one day you're sick, and now you only have one problem. Only one problem now, accounts in this world, and it's your health. So if you're not on top of it now, all these little problems that you have in your world, they will go away the second that you get severely sick and you feel like there's no way to turn around. So jump on top of this stuff right now, because no one needs to be in that position, and you can grab that and take control. Um, it's not magic, but it kind of is. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hugs and kisses. Bye, guys.